What's going on, guys? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the M8A7 and the XR-2 and give you guys kind of a mini comparison breakdown video. And honestly just give you guys my personal opinion on which gun I think is better to use. Now, I'll tell you that I feel really qualified to make this video, but I'll start by saying the XR-2 is my go-to weapon on this game. I love the XR-2 much more than I do the M8A7. And I know that may sound very biased at first, but the reason I say that I feel qualified to make this video is because I was one of those guys that played Black Ops 2 for 3 years straight, didn't play Ghost, didn't play Advanced Warfare. I played Black Ops 2 for 3 years straight, and all I ever used was the M8A1. Now, that was probably the one gun that I've ever been completely obsessed with in any Call of Duty game. Occasionally I would switch up the weapons and use different guns every now and again just to get gameplay for YouTube videos. But whenever I wanted to do good, whether it was in a game battles game or a league play match or just playing against a really good team and wanting to do well and win, I was always using that M8A1. It was my favorite gun of all time. And when I finally heard that they were going to bring that gun back to Black Ops 3 just with a slightly different name, I lost my nuts, man. I was so happy. I was like, finally, they brought back the M8A7 in this game. They announced they're bringing it back, and I'm going to get to use it all the time again. Unfortunately, it is not as good as it once was in Black Ops 2. That is one of the big differences. There's two main differences with these weapons, right? If you guys look at a lot of the old Call of Duty games, or more recent rather, they've all got 2 3/4 round burst assault rifles. For example, Black Ops 3 has the XR-2 and then it has the M8A7. Black Ops 2 had the SWAT, then they had the M8A1. I think if you even go back to Modern Warfare 2, they had a FAMAS and an M16. There's always been like 2 3-round burst weapons to choose from when playing the game, and I've liked that because it's given you an opportunity to be able to pick one or the other rather than just get stuck with one whether you like it or not. But the difference is the M8A7 is is not as powerful as the M8A1 was in Black Ops 2. And the other difference is that the XR-2 in Black Ops 3 is much better than the SWAT was in Black Ops 2. If you look back at Black Ops 2, I think probably no one used the SWAT, everyone used the M8. I think the only people that used the SWAT was to just either screw around with or just have fun, or like me, try to get a gameplay for YouTube with different weapons. Everybody used the M8A1, but on Black Ops 3, it's a pretty even fight. Honestly, I've seen more people using the XR-2 than the M8A7, and I know a lot of my friends will ask, like, why do you use this gun? It's so much different. If you guys haven't used it or you've only used it a little bit, you've probably noticed that it shoots a lot slower than the M8 does. If you're used to using an M8 and you try to use that XR-2, it's a lot. You feel like you're not shooting as fast as any other weapon in the entire game. But once you get used to it, once you get that change, it makes it so much easier. I feel so much better at the game. I'm doing so much better personally with the XR-2 than the M8, and that's coming from someone that used to use the M8 all the time, that took Call of Duty extremely serious, only used the M8. And now I switched over and I'm doing better than I was before, and it's just, I feel like the XR-2 is a much better weapon to use. Now, I don't have a whole lot of stats to give you guys. I'm not going to give you guys a full breakdown. I just want to give you my personal opinion because I feel like from my experience, from someone that's used the M8A1 all the time in Black Ops 2 and then have transferred to a different weapon in a new game, I just feel like it would make more sense to come from me than to someone that really has never used both guns and have only used one, because then it would be more biased. So the M8, like I was saying, the M8 does shoot a little bit quicker than the XR-2. One way to fix that is there's rapid fire on assault rifles, and I find that to be extremely helpful. I always run rapid fire on my XR-2, which basically makes it just as good as the M8 shooting wise. The range is extremely similar. There's not much of a difference there. And the last thing is the XR-2 has a little bit more ammo for burst. I think you get 10 full bursts with the XR-2, so it's like 2 or 3 more than the M8. And the XR-2 is more powerful than the M8. So honestly, you get a much powerful weapon and you get extra ammo in it. I just feel like it's a win-win and you can't go wrong. If you're not used to using an XR-2, like I was saying, you're gonna have to get used to it. It will take a little bit, but I promise you, if you use it over and over again and learn the ways of the XR-2, then you'll be fine. It's a really good gun, and I always tend to do extremely well with it. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully this will help you out. Try out that XR-2 if you haven't. If you're a big M8 fan, try out that XR-2. If not, if you don't use any of those weapons, use an XR-2 anyways, because it's absolutely amazing. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.